Most people dream of speaking English fluently. They watch videos, they download apps, they even join courses, but still, they struggle. Why? Because the real truth is something no one tells you. Let's be honest. Fluency is not just about grammar. It's not about memorizing big words. And it's definitely not about speaking fast. Fluency is a mindset, it's a lifestyle. And most people never adopt that lifestyle. You see, schools taught us the wrong way. They made us fear mistakes. They made us think English is a subject. But English is a skill. Like driving, like swimming. You don't learn it by reading a book. You learn it by doing. Most people quit because they don't see results fast. They practice for 10 days and expect to speak like a native. When they fail, they say, maybe English is not for me. But the truth is, fluency is not about talent, it's about consistency. Do you know why children learn faster? Because they don't fear mistakes. They don't judge themselves. They just keep listening, speaking, and repeating. But adults? They worry too much. What if I sound wrong? What will people think? And that's the real problem. Not lack of intelligence. Not lack of time. The real reason people fail is fear. Fear of speaking. Fear of looking foolish. Fear of trying. Now listen carefully. If you want to speak fluent English, you have to unlearn what you were taught. You have to stop chasing perfection and start chasing progress. Even 1% daily improvement leads to big results over time. Let me tell you a story. There was a boy in India. He couldn't say a single sentence in English. He failed interviews. He avoided conversations. People laughed at him, but he didn't stop. He made one promise to himself. I'll improve, no matter what. He started small, listening to English for 30 minutes daily, repeating what he heard, reading children's books aloud, talking to himself in the mirror. Slowly, his brain adapted. He didn't become fluent overnight, but he became fluent because he didn't give up. Most people wait for the right time to start. They wait for confidence. They wait for motivation. But fluency doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who act, even when they're scared, even when they're not ready. There's another harsh truth. Most people treat English like a short-term goal, like losing 5 kilos in a week. They want quick results. But English is a lifelong skill. You can't rush it. You can only grow with it. They say, I've been learning for months, still not fluent. But let me ask you, are you learning actively or passively? Scrolling Instagram reels isn't learning. Watching 10 videos without speaking isn't practice. Real learning starts when you engage your brain. When you use what you learn, fluency doesn't come from watching. It comes from speaking every single day. Even if you make 100 mistakes, even if people laugh, even if it feels uncomfortable, that's where growth happens. Let me break a myth. You don't need to live in an English-speaking country to speak well. You don't need native friends. You don't need expensive courses. You need commitment. You need practice. And you need patience. Fluency is not about how much English you know. It's about how confidently you use it. There are people who know 10,000 English words, but they freeze during conversations. Why? Because their confidence is weaker than their vocabulary. Ask yourself this. When was the last time you spoke English aloud? Not in your mind. Not while reading subtitles. But actually speaking. Because the only way to train your speaking muscle is by using it every day. People often say, I understand English, but I can't speak it. That's normal. Your brain understands first. Speaking comes later. It's like knowing how a guitar works, but being unable to play it. You need to train your mouth, your tongue, your confidence. Now here's a challenge. Speak in English for just 5 minutes today. Talk about anything. Your day, your goals, your favorite movie. Just speak. No grammar check, no translation, just flow. Do this for 7 days, and you'll feel the change. Will you be fluent? No. But you'll be stronger, more confident, more natural. And that's how fluency starts. One small habit, repeated daily. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be brave. Brave enough to speak broken sentences. Brave enough to face embarrassment. Brave enough to learn like a child. Because English is not just a language. It's a key to new jobs, new opportunities, and new confidence. Let me tell you something powerful. Your English is better than you think. But your self-doubt is louder than your progress. You compare yourself to fluent speakers and forget how far you've come. Comparison kills confidence. Focus on your own journey. Some people hide behind grammar. They keep asking, is it has or have? Do I say did or done? So they never speak. They wait for perfection. But the truth is, fluency comes first. Grammar sharpens later. Children don't learn grammar first. They speak from the heart. They repeat what they hear. They make mistakes. And they improve. That's the secret. Mistakes are not signs of failure. They are proof that you're learning. Most people quit too early. They feel shy after one bad conversation. They avoid speaking after one mistake. But fluency isn't built in a week. It's built over months, through awkward moments, through silent pauses, through uncomfortable practice. You must learn to enjoy the process. Enjoy making mistakes. Enjoy learning new words. Enjoy small victories, like understanding a movie line, or replying to someone in English without thinking. Celebrate every step, because every step counts. Let's talk about habits. Fluent people don't have superpowers. They just have strong habits. They read in English. They listen in English. They think in English. They speak in English every single day. If you want to become fluent, you need to build your environment. Surround yourself with English sounds, English content, English people if possible. Make English a part of your life, not just a 30-minute subject. Think of English like fitness. One day of workout won't make you strong, but consistent training will. Your brain is the same. Train it daily. Speak even when you're tired. Listen even when you're lazy. This is how fluency is earned. You can't just study English. You have to live it. Make it your default mode. Talk to yourself. Change your phone language. Write your thoughts in English. Speak English with friends. Fluency comes from exposure, not pressure. And here's a truth no one tells you. Fluency is boring sometimes. It's repetitive. It's not always exciting. But the boring part is where winners are made. Anyone can start. Only the strong stay consistent. That's what separates learners from speakers. Here's what you need to understand. Fluency is not one big achievement. It's a collection of small victories, like understanding a YouTube video without subtitles, or replying in English during a phone call. These moments matter, because they show growth, even if no one else notices it. The biggest enemy of fluency is fear. Fear of judgment, fear of making a mistake, fear of sounding stupid. But remember this. No one became fluent by staying silent. You have to speak through the fear. That's how confidence is born. Most people want fluency to feel easy. But growth doesn't feel easy. It feels uncomfortable. That's why so many give up. They avoid the hard parts. But the hard parts are where fluency lives. You have to walk through the fire to reach the freedom. If you think you're too old to learn, you're wrong. There's no age limit to fluency. It's not a race. It's not a competition. It's your personal journey. Even if you're 40, 50, or 60, you can still speak English fluently. Let me tell you something inspiring. There are people who learned English by watching cartoons, by repeating YouTube videos, by talking to themselves in front of the mirror. No teacher, no school, just discipline. You can do the same. Repeat after me. I don't need to be perfect. I need to be consistent. That's the rule. Every day you skip practice, you fall behind. Every day you speak, you get ahead. Consistency beats talent, always. Don't look for shortcuts. There's no secret formula, no magical app, no 5-minute trick. It's just you, your mindset, and your daily actions. The results will follow. The problem isn't your brain. The problem is your belief. You believe you can't do it, so you don't try hard enough. But what if you believed differently? What if you said, I may not be fluent today, but I'm getting better every single day? Imagine your future self, speaking English confidently, making friends globally, cracking interviews, watching anything without subtitles. That future is real, and it starts with what you do today, right now. So don't wait. Start now. Speak one sentence, learn one new word, record one short video of yourself. You're not just learning a language, you're changing your life, and the journey is worth it. Now let's talk about mindset. Your thoughts shape your fluency. If you keep saying, I can't do it, you'll never try hard enough to prove yourself wrong. But if you say, I will become fluent, no matter what, your actions will follow your belief, and that belief will guide you to success. Most people never become fluent, not because they lack skill, but because they give up too early. They want fast results. They want fluency in 30 days. But that's not how it works. Fluency rewards those who are patient. Those who show up every single day. You have to trust the process. Even when it's slow. Even when you feel stuck. Progress doesn't always feel visible, but it's happening. Every time you speak, every time you try, your fluency is growing. And remember this. Your accent is not a weakness, it's a part of your identity. Don't try to erase it. Try to speak clearly, not perfectly. Your goal is communication, not imitation. Your voice matters, just the way it is. People will laugh at you sometimes. Let them. People will criticize you. Ignore them. Their opinions won't pay your bills, but your fluency might. Speak even when they don't listen, because one day they will. You're not just learning English. You're unlocking opportunities. Jobs, confidence, freedom. You are building a future where you're not limited by language. That's why this journey matters. That's why you must keep going. If you're still watching this video till now, you're not ordinary. You're serious about change. You're ready to grow. And that's rare. Because most people quit after 5 minutes, but you stayed. And that says everything about you. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you in any way, please hit the like button. It really motivates us to keep creating for you. And if you want to see more videos like this, real stories, real motivation, and real English learning, then subscribe to the channel right now. Your journey doesn't end here. It's just the beginning. We believe in you, and we'll be here to guide you every step of the way. Until next time, take care, keep learning, and never stop believing in yourself.